Yeah, he had a great run, and it's fun to watch. I think I watched Indiana State and Iowa. Caitlin Clark play about the same last year, so I was watching a lot of basketball.
When one of basketball's all-time greats tunes in just to watch you play, that's not just respect, that's history, recognizing the future. That's exactly what happened when Larry Bird revealed he watched Caitlin Clark and her squad last season as much as his beloved alma mater, Indiana State. Now, keep in mind, this is Larry Bird we're talking about, a legend who doesn't hand out compliments lightly. He's battled with the best, seen generations of greatness come and go. And still, he carved out time to follow a rising star who's just starting her pro journey. But Bird's admiration isn't just about Clark's highlight reels or box scores, it's something deeper. Watching her play brought him back to his own early days when he wasn't the fastest or flashiest, but always the smartest guy on the court. Like Bird, Clark has that rare basketball IQ, the kind you can't teach or measure. It's instinct, vision, a feel for the game that turns good players into legends.
Clark is breaking television records. Again. She is breaking her own television records. Again.
That same quiet magic Bird brought to the game. He sees it glowing in Caitlin Clark. And it's not just nostalgia, it's recognition. He knows greatness when he sees it. Clark isn't just making headlines, she's rewriting what's possible. Before stepping onto a WNBA court, Nike handed her a staggering $28 million deal. That's not hype money, that's game-changing money, more than what many NBA veterans take home, and she's only getting started. She's already the face of a league that's been waiting for a star like her. But the spotlight, it burns hot. Along with the cheers come the critics. Some people celebrate her, others question her, but all eyes, every single one, are locked in, and when you compare Bird and Clark, it all makes sense. They're cut from the same cloth. Both seem to know what's going to happen before it even does. It's like watching two grandmasters run the court, while everyone else is stuck playing checkers. They're 5 moves ahead in a game of chess. It's not just about draining deep threes or threading impossible passes. It's about feel, vision, that rare ability to control the tempo of the game without saying a word. That's why Larry Bird is all in on Caitlin Clark, because he sees something familiar, something special, something magical. And what really sets Caitlin Clark apart. Every time she steps on the court, she carries that unmistakable fire, the kind of look you only see in the truly elite. It's not arrogance, it's conviction, a silent message. I'm built for this. Much like Larry Bird, Clark isn't dominating the game with raw athleticism. She's not the fastest, she's not the highest jumper, but what she is smarter, sharper, and more skilled than most players on the floor. She proves that basketball is less about physical flash and more about mental sharpness. It's about who processes the game faster, who makes better decisions, and who stays 2 steps ahead. But then, the story takes another turn, one that speaks volumes about her future. Steve Kerr, a man with 9 NBA titles between playing and coaching, weighed in, and while most people are comparing Clark to Bird, Kerr sees something different. He sees Steph Curry, and when you stop and really think about it, that might be the most important comparison yet. Because it's not just about looking like the past, it's about shaping the future. And here's what Kerr said, and trust me, this part matters. Here's the part that really hits home. Steve Kerr, who's seen greatness from the bench and the hardwood, said this: "Caitlin reminds me a lot of Steph Curry. Most people forget. But Steph wasn't a superstar right away. He had to get stronger. He had to adjust to being a target. That's exactly what Caitlin's going through now. It's a powerful reminder. Just like early career Curry, Clark is stepping into a league where every opponent is out to test her limits. She's had those breakout moments, like when she lit up the Washington Mystics for 30 points, making it look effortless. But she's also had nights where the shots didn't fall, like that rough game against the Liberty, where she shot just 10%. That's what being a pro is all about. Riding the roller coaster. One night, you're unstoppable. The next, you're searching for answers. But what makes Clark special is how she handles it all, with poise, with grit, and with a mindset that says, keep going. And let's be real, she's not just playing the game, she's changing it. Just like Curry redefined what a good shot looks like, Clark is stretching the floor in ways we've never seen. She pulls up from the logo, and they're not wild. Heat checks, they're calculated, practiced, and deadly. And her passing, that's a whole different story. Watching her dish the ball is like watching Patrick Mahomes throw a football. Creative, fearless, and wildly accurate. No-look passes, behind-the-back dimes, full-court lasers. Clark throws *.
Watching from afar and understanding just how much of a power she is out there on the court. The cool part is the way that she plays and her range and the level of difficulty on her shots is obviously a very close comparison to the way.
Just playing the game, she's reimagining it. Rewriting the playbook one possession at a time. And even Steph Curry, the most iconic shooter in NBA history, is taking notice. In one interview, Curry summed it up perfectly. She's fearless. The game runs through her, but she's not just a scorer. She lifts everyone around her. She adds this unpredictable element that teams can't plan for. Once she crosses half court, she's already in range. That's not an exaggeration, and it's not luck, either. Let's talk about that jump shot because it's something straight out of a basketball map. Whether she's pulling up from 3 feet or 30, her form is identical. Every time. Her base is solid, her elbow locked in, her release smooth. It's like she was built in a lab for long-range shooting. But that kind of precision, it's not natural talent alone. It's hours, years, thousands of shots in an empty gym, grinding while nobody's watching. And now, when she launches one from the logo, you can feel it. The crowd buzzes before the ball even leaves her hand. They know what's coming. Curry says it best. Those shots do more than just rack up points. They break spirits. Because, how do you guard someone who can score from anywhere? Teams have tried it all. Taller defenders, quicker defenders, full court pressure, double teams. Nothing works for long. Because when you can shoot like Steph and pass like Mahomes, there's no perfect defense. But here's the twist. Not everyone is celebrating Clark's rise. While many NBA stars have openly praised her, some WNBA players have been a little more reserved. And honestly, that's part of the story too. Because every game changer in history has faced pushback. Bird did. Curry did. It's the nature of revolution. It's uncomfortable. It forces people to adapt. But that friction, that's where growth lives. Clark's impact is undeniable, and she's not here to fit in. She's here to shift the entire game.
I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before.
LeBron James, a man who's lived under the spotlight since high school, has stepped in to back Caitlin Clark. And when a 4-time NBA champion speaks, people listen. Don't get it wrong, Caitlin Clark is going to make great things happen for the WNBA, he said. That's not just encouragement, that's a stamp of belief from someone who's carried the weight of expectation his entire career. And he sees the same pressure building around Clark now. Her journey so far hasn't been flawless, and that's the point. It's not supposed to be. That tough outing against New York, when nothing was falling, that's part of the process. Because greatness isn't born in the highlight reels, it's forged in those brutal, frustrating nights where everything feels like a grind. Every icon has walked through that fire. Jordan had it. Bird did. So did Curry. The real question isn't whether you stumble, it's how you respond. That's where legends are built. But maybe the most powerful part of Caitlin Clark's story. She's still writing it, page by page, shot by shot, and no matter what the critics say, the game is watching. Because it's not just about who she is now, it's about where she's taking the sport next. Caitlin Clark's story. It's not just about stats, highlight reels, or comparisons to legends. It's bigger than that. It's about what's happening in driveways and gyms across the country, where kids, especially young girls, are watching her and thinking, I want to do that too. Just like Larry Bird once inspired a generation to master the fundamentals. Clark is lighting a new path. One that says the future of basketball belongs to everyone who dares to dream. Big Dot, at just 22 years old, she's standing at a rare intersection of past and future. Her game is built on the core values that legends like Bird and Jordan preached: intelligence, skill, and control. But she's fusing that with a modern, fearless flair that's pulling the game forward. We're not just witnessing a talented athlete rise. We're watching someone who may very well redefine the way basketball is played. That's the beauty of this sport. Every so often, someone comes along who doesn't just play the game, they reshape it. Bird did it with vision and grit. Curry did it with impossible range and audacity. And now, Clark is doing it in her own way, blending everything that came before with something entirely new. Because this isn't just about draining threes or piling up wins. It's about shattering ceilings, redrawing the map, and reminding the world that when talent meets courage, there are no limits. She's not just changing the game, she's changing minds, rewriting expectations, and making us believe in magic every time she steps on the court. Just like Larry Bird couldn't look away from those Indiana games. We're all glued to what Caitlin Clark will do next, because with every pass, every shot, every fearless step, she's making history in real time. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a moment of greatness. Drop your favorite Caitlin Clark moment in the comments. We want to hear what left you speechless. And if you've got a friend who loves hoops as much as you do, share this video with them to dot. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court because we're not just watching a player, we're watching a revolution. Thanks for watching. Bird breaks his silence on Caitlin Clark, and it's bigger than basketball win. A basketball icon like Larry Bird speaks. The entire sports world listens. Known for his reserved nature and no-nonsense attitude, Bird doesn't hand out compliments lightly. But recently, he's done something rare. He's publicly praised a player, not from the NBA, not from his alma mater, Indiana State, but from the rising ranks of women's basketball, Caitlin Clark. And if that surprises you, you haven't been paying attention, a silent observer turned vocal supporter for most of his post-playing career. Larry Bird has stayed largely out of the spotlight. Sure, he's popped up here and there as an executive or a commentator, but emotional endorsements aren't his style. That's why his recent comments about Caitlin Clark are turning heads. Bird didn't just say she's good, he admitted to watching her game